All right, so to stretch the hamstrings, we're going to start with a strap around the ball of the right foot. If you don't have a yoga strap, you can also use a belt at home. You can use a long scarf, kind of anything that allows the arms to relax and lets the legs stretch without the arms having to hold it. You start by pressing that right leg straight up overhead and then slowly and carefully bring that left heel down. So you want to go slowly and carefully because if the hamstrings are tight, that can aggravate it. So just take your time, let that left leg come down. Once it is down, you want to activate that leg. So keep the kneecap and the toes lifted to the ceiling so that leg is staying active. If I was not activating it, it would just be relaxed and kind of turned out. So we're going to activate it from the hip down so it stays strong. If that's too much to even hold this shape, you can keep that foot in. If you start to slide that heel down and go, then just bring that foot back up, let it stay here the whole time, and that's fine. So either way, regardless of where that left leg is, we're going to take the strap in both hands, relax the shoulders, the hands, the face, and gently pull the right leg in until you feel a stretch in the back of that thigh. So again, take your time, be really gentle, be really careful. You want to feel it in the meat of the muscle, right in the body of those hamstrings. If you're feeling it right behind the knee or right underneath your booty, those are the attachments. You don't want to feel it there. If you're feeling it there, you back out a little bit, let that leg come away from you. But hopefully as you start to pull that leg in, you feel a decent, sustainable stretch kind of right in the meat of the actual muscles, right in the belly of the muscles. And when you have that, you hold and breathe deeply into it for 30 to 90 seconds. Sometimes when we hold a stretch, it feels easier as we hold, and other times it gets more intense. So either way is okay as long as it still feels safe. If it feels sharp, burning, zinging, fiery, pinchy, then you want to back out. But if it just continues to feel like that muscle opening, you want to stay there and breathe into it. Sometimes as we hold, it does feel easier as the fibers start to stretch. And in that case, it may be okay to bring that leg a little bit closer. Like as I'm here holding, it's opening up and I'm able to stretch further. So it's fine for me to continue to gently pull that stretch closer and deeper, pulling the strap closer to me so that I'm still getting the hamstring stretch. And now we're going to move into the different attachments. So we're going to take the leg and bring it just an inch or two to the right, hold and breathe for 30 seconds. And what that does is just a tiny little micro movement, but it works with the attachments of the actual individual hamstring. So it's going to move the stretch more into one muscle at a time. Sometimes they get a little bit bound up and glued up together over time. So this helps them to just separate and flow more freely. We bring that leg back to center and then take it just an inch or two to the left. That's the one that I really feel. And again, just holding and stretching for 30 seconds. So you probably will notice, just like with me, that one of those feels pretty intense and the other one you don't really feel much at all, just depending on what you have going on in your body and in your anatomy. But that's what we're doing here, is we're opening up the individual muscles, inviting them to unglue and unstick if they are stuck, and to move freely and smoothly with each other. And then we bring it back to center to complete that hamstring stretch. We're going to do one more check-in with that whole muscle group. So now we're not left or right, we're straight where we started, straight up in the air, maybe pulling in a little bit if that feels good. And then releasing